Change your environment. So it's freezing cold at my place right now. The heat went off. It's 59 degrees to 61 degrees, somewhere in there. Really cold, and it's book writing day, and I need to be on top of my game, and being in a freezing cold environment is not conducive to creating some amazing content for you guys. And so my instinctive reaction is, one, I gotta get this fixed, right? I gotta call somebody, I gotta get somebody to come over and fix this. And two, I gotta get out of here, right? Until it's fixed, I can't be here because it's not conducive to me creating great things. And as I was thinking about that and my reaction, I thought, this is a really valuable lesson for entrepreneurs, because we all have things in our environment that hold us where we are. The challenge is, you may be so used to always being cold that you're just used to it. You get comfortable there, and you don't recognize or realize that there are warmer climates and other opportunities for you to break free and realize your true potential. Look at the friends in your life, look at the family around you, look at the habits that you have, look at the schedule that you keep, look at what you do with your time. Does it support you creating something amazing or not? And if not, what are you doing about it? Do you have the instinctive reaction like I did for when it's cold to, one, try to fix it, and two, get out until it is fixed? I can't stress enough to you guys how important having a solid environment it is for you, because you can have the greatest strategies in the world, right? You can watch these videos and get the greatest ideas on what to do and the tactics and how to implement, and you might get momentary bursts of motivation, inspiration. You see somebody doing something great and now you want to go off and do it too. But the only way to keep it consistent, the only way to make it a habit, the only way to have long-term success is to create that environment around you that is conducive to you being that big success. To stop being numb to the cold, and to, when you realize that something is wrong, do something about it. Take action to try to change it, and until it is changed, get the heck out. So I'd love to know from you guys in the comments, what's the one thing that you need to change in your environment ASAP? What's the one thing that is holding you back, that is making you live a limited life, that you need to change? And what are you gonna do about it? Leave it in the comments below. Now let's get to your questions. First up, Ben Pitcher. I've been sharing your channel with other people. Hopefully that will help you hit your goal. I appreciate that, Ben. I appreciate all you guys for your sharing. It really means a lot to me. Last week I was talking about how my goal was to hit 1 million subscribers on my YouTube channel, and honestly, all the comments, all the engagement, all the sharing, all the telling your friends really means a lot to me. I'm glad that I could be a small part of your success, and thank you, and please keep doing it. Next up, Venkat. Can you talk about how you manage time for all the things you do? I guess you are involved in so many things about time management. It should be one of your top priorities to succeed in your different engagement. Thanks, Venkat. This is something that I used to suck at, and I've got way better at. There's a few things that I'm a big believer in that help me manage my time. The first is the concept of eliminate, automate, delegate. I think we're doing too many things ourselves, things that are low value, things that we shouldn't be doing. Again, you think of yourself as an entrepreneur, you want to figure out what is the best thing that you can do to have an impact on the world. What are you, one of the greatest people in the world, at doing? And try to spend as much as your time doing that compared to the other things. And I think not enough people do that, and you spend maybe 10 to 20% of your time doing the stuff you're actually great at, and 80 to 90% of your time doing stuff that you feel has to get done, but you're not one of the best in the world at doing. And in order for you to break through, in order for you to really make your mark, that's what you need to switch up, right? You gotta start doing the stuff that you're amazing at, and not the stuff that you're mediocre at and have no interest in learning more about. So eliminate. Start by eliminating. Do a hard assessment of where you're spending your time and what you need to take out. Next is automate. Taking out the things that are left and thinking about how much can software, tools, technology help me, so I'm not doing so many manual processes. And then 3 is delegate there, and that's figuring out who can I give things to who are passionate what they do that I'm not passionate about what needs to get done. As an example, I look at video editing. I love YouTube. It's been a big part of my success now. It's where I spend a lot of my time. I love talking to you guys and hearing your comments and making videos for you. I love being in front of the camera. I think that's the highest value that I can bring, and then being engaged in the community. Editing is not one thing that I'm great at, and I don't want to get better at. It's not my list of ambitions and desires to be a great video editor, and so that has to get done. And so I hired somebody to do it, and Christina and her husband Sam both helped me in making these videos and putting it up together. And that's allowed me to go from making 1 video a week to now 3 videos a day, leveraging what I'm great at and delegating a lot of the tasks off to other people. So I'd be looking at my list constantly and looking at who can I assign projects to. Doesn't have to be me to do it. That allows me to get a lot more stuff done. On top of that, I'm a big believer in chunking your time, and so I set my schedule. I've talked about this a couple times on the channel, but I set my schedule accordingly, where Monday is now my new business day. So I'm in the process of acquiring a company that's almost done. I'll let you guys know when that's finished. And I spend Monday working on that new business. Today is Tuesday, is my writing day. So I'm walking to Whole Foods. I'm gonna write the book, finish up the editing, and get it off to my publisher in January to hopefully create an amazing book that you guys all love. Wednesday is my video creation day, and so my videographer Jason comes over and we shoot our videos for the week. Thursday is my public facing day. It's my meetings, it's my radio show, it's my interviews. You know, anything that I'm connecting with other people on, phone calls, sales meetings, anything is on a Thursday. And then Friday I have another Jason, J-Rise, come over to my place and we work on important projects to help grow the business. And so every day has its own theme, and chunking my time helps make sure that everything gets done and lets me get a lot more done. And then finally, I don't use a cell phone. And I think that's been a huge success for me. I think people get distracted way too easily by their cell phone. Even just having a phone, I don't have a number that you can call me at, right? The problem with having a cell phone is that people call you and people disrespect your time. And the way to get that time back is for you to respect your time first. And I think even if you don't pick up the phone, the challenge is you look down at it, right? Somebody calls you, you look down at that phone number, you think, oh, do I know this person or not? And if you do know the person, well, you wonder what they want, and should you pick up that phone or not? And even if you never answer the phone, the challenge is you've now wasted time, and more than the 60 seconds of wasting time thinking about it, it's that it took you off task. And when you're deep involved into projects that you're passionate about, adding a ton of value at, or you're trying to be creative at, any little minor distraction like that, if I'm writing my book and somebody calls me and I have to look back, even if I don't answer that number, I look at it and I have to get back now into my book writing zone, I might lose half an hour just to get back to where I was because of that 30-second interruption. And so guard your time. For me, it's not being on the phone, it's not having a cell phone, it's not having a number to call me at, it's not spending a ton of time on social media except at specific times that I put in my calendar. Protect your time, right? If you value yourself, you want to do big projects, you want other people to respect you and your time, you can start by respecting your time first. Next up, Ace Wilson. Turn your 5-year goals into a 1-year goal. Best advice I've heard in a while. Yeah, and this is something that I try to encourage people to do, is to think bigger. It's to recognize that you can do things faster. I think a lot of people have goals that are not massively inspirational and hold you where you are. You think of somewhere that you want to go in 5 years, some place that you want to be in your career, in your business, in your life, and think to yourself, why does it have to take 5 years to get there? Just ask the question. Even answering that question, saying, hey, how can I do this in 1 year? How can I crunch down that goal, that timeline? Just asking that question changes your mindset, changes how you think. You'll start to recognize opportunities that you didn't see before, and I'm a big believer in it. And you may not be able to bring it down into 1 year. That may not be achievable or possible for you, but you'll get there a lot faster than the 5 years that you thought it would take. And so it's something that I'm doing on my channel, right? The goal is to hit 1 million subscribers. It forces me to think bigger, think differently, and hopefully I'll get there with your support. And last up, E. King. Oh, the book. I want the book. I feel your pain, bro. I want the book too. There's an insane amount of work going into it every single week, pounding out copy, and I'm super excited for the change that it's made to my business already in doing the research, and I'm really confident and excited on the change it's going to make to your businesses. As soon as it's ready to come out, I will let you know. So thank you guys for the support. I'd love to know what you think of this video. If you have a question about my book, the book writing process, your book, leave in the comments below and I'll make a video reply next time. Have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you soon.